Good evening, everybody. I'm here with my Monday Night Raw review. Raw just went off the air about an hour and a half ago. Well, actually, not a half hour ago, let's put it that way. Yeah, about a half hour ago. And I have to say, it was an interesting Raw. I mean, I guess WWE is going to continue with this whole Nexus deal. Because Nexus won the individual matches. Basically, the general manager, if you will, said the Nexus had to prove themselves in individual matches, and without any interference. So basically, Wade Barrett won his match, beat Chris Jericho by pinfall, believe it or not. Michael Tarver beat Daniel Bryan thanks to interference by The Miz and Alex Riley. David Otunga and Skip Sheffield beat John Morrison and R-Truth in a tag team match. Justin Gabriel beat Randy Orton, originally supposed to be Bret Hart, but I guess this general manager has something against Bret Hart or something like that. So Randy Orton took Bret Hart's place, but Justin Gabriel won by countout thanks to Sheamus. And Heath Slater won his match by countout over Edge, but both men got the finishers by both Randy and Edge individually in the matches as payback. And of course, Darren Young lost to John Cena, so Darren Young, because of the stipulation laid down by Wade Barrett, is out of Nexus seemingly. So now they're the Nexus 6. But I can tell you this. Give me that. I can tell you this. Apparently they're trying to do a power play with these guys. Because tonight's Raw thing, it had other matches as well. I mean, we had a 6-diva match, which Jillian and Maurice and Alicia won. They beat Gail Kim, Eve, and the new Divas champion Melina. And then, of course, the Hot Dynasty was presented with new tag team titles. That's right, they were presented with new tag team titles. It's not the unified tag team titles anymore, it's the WWE tag team titles, and these things are round championships, round bouts, almost. Let's put it this way. You remember the old tag team titles back in the 80s? I'm not talking about the ones that said the world on it and had that blue, and the world had the, you know, kind of. I'm not talking about the kind that the Hart Foundation and the Legion of Doom had and all that. I'm talking about the kind of, like, say, the Iron Sheik had, and Nikolai Volkov, and the U.S. Express, and all them. They kind of look like that, but they're bigger, and they got black straps and a bronze and everything. That's what the titles look like. I mean, these suckers are huge. But besides that, it was an okay Raw, you know. Definitely showed that Nexus can individually hold their own. So we'll just see what goes from there. But this wasn't the only Raw at the Staples Center. No. You see, Raw was actually double taped tonight. That's right, double taped. Basically meaning that because the WWE is going overseas this week, both Raw and I'm guessing SmackDown tomorrow are going to be double taped. So if you go online, you can actually find the results for next week's show. And I don't want to give much away. If you don't want to listen to the spoilers, turn the volume down right now as I speak. But if you want to, go ahead. But I'm going to give you a few hints of what happens on next week's Raw. A few hints. First of all, Lay Cool tells Melina that they're going to be at the 900th edition of Raw the following week, which will be in 2 weeks, the 900th edition. Then we find out that the Nexus's title ban has been lifted by the anonymous GM, and thus, I guess the truth they had with Wade Barrett is over. Not Wade Barrett, but with Sheamus is over. So that's two things. This third thing is we do have a main event for Night of Champions on the Raw side. And it's basically a pack challenge. It'll be Sheamus versus Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton versus Edge versus John Cena versus Wade Barrett. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, if they're going to put the strap on Wade Barrett, that's basically going to say, hey, we still want to push this Nexus thing into further until further notice kind of deal. But it almost seems like this anonymous GM, the revealing of this anonymous GM is coming soon. It's coming close. And again, I know this sounds like I'm repeating myself, and it sounds like I'm bringing up old news and everything. But it almost sounds like the anonymous GM is going to be Michael Cole. I hate to say it. I mean, if you listen to his commentary last night and then tonight in some areas, I think it's very obvious. I mean, come on. Come on. They want to build Michael up as a heel, and yet they've been holding off and holding off. It's going to happen. Very soon, the reveal. He's going to be revealed as the anonymous GM. But then again, a lot of people are hoping it's Triple H. It could be Triple H, who knows? But those are the two I'm looking at. Michael Cole more so than Triple H. I mean, yeah, Triple H has gone out on record and say, I'd like to be a heel again, but that would give us too many heels on Raw, according to somebody. So I think it's going to be Michael Cole. I mean, it's too obvious. I mean, Triple H is going to come back. You think the fans are going to boo Triple H the moment he comes back? Okay. One exception, when he teamed up with Ric Flair on that anniversary edition of Raw a couple years back, that's one exception. But he got booed after the match was over, and he attacked Ric Flair afterwards. That's the only reason. But nowadays, you think fans are going to want to boo him? No. They're going to embrace him as soon as he comes back. So we'll just have to see what happens here. But yeah, it is. I'm going to basically go on record and saying it's down to those two, either Triple H or Michael Cole. And I'm going to go still with Michael Cole because, anyway, if you just listen to his commentary for the past 2 nights and all that, I mean, he even got on R-Truth. I mean, come on, R-Truth is just being in character, having fun. He got on him. So, I mean, Daniel Bryan I can understand, but getting on R-Truth, and then what he made of a comment last night about LeCool and then saying he likes him, I mean, come on, it's only obvious. So it's definitely, if you want to put it down to 2 people, if you want to, I guess, narrow it down to 2 people, 2 candidates, it's either Triple H or Michael Cole. I'm going with Michael Cole. And that's all I'm going to say. You got your own opinions, let me know. Talk to y'all later.